how's it going? So do you sometimes wonder, why are these people taking pictures? I don't want to be in those pictures. Do you think that, you know, your life, your private life is private? Do you think that you can't let people know about you and what's going on in your life? It's just, your business is your business, and it's not the same thing, right? So is that kind of how you feel? Because we're going to talk about being public, and maybe that makes you uncomfortable. First, my name is Jean-Serge Gagnon, and I help you create digital courses so you can live your life on your terms. And one of the things that you got to do when you're building a business online is you got to be public. And maybe you think, oh my God, no, I don't have to, and I don't want to, and I won't do that. And you know, it's okay. Choose to not be public if you want. But I got to tell you, it's not going to be as easy. It's going to be a lot harder because, well, there's lots of reasons, but one of the main reasons is that today social media and having a public presence is one of the best and one of the easiest ways to get yourself out there, right? I mean, just think about a couple of years ago, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, how YouTube people, like YouTubers, they would just create these videos that would, you know, anything, right? Gamers, that kind of stuff. And they would grow their audience, they would grow their number of people watching, and eventually would get to a point where they, you know, had enough people watching them that they could monetize that, right? And that's the whole idea. I'm gonna run here for the light. But you know, you might be thinking you don't want to be public. You don't want people to know all about you. And that's okay. I'm not saying you got to tell everybody everything about everything. What I'm saying though is that you can't be the complete opposite. The reason I bring this up is because, well, I keep seeing people posting, like I post, as you know, almost every day, except maybe sometimes on the weekends. And you know, I post videos, I post lives, and then I share that stuff into into groups, into Facebook groups. I do, you know, comment, and I let people know, and everything I post is public. And that doesn't mean I have to post about all my private activities. I don't have to post necessarily about everything I do with my family. I don't have to post all that. But at least when I do post, it's public. And the reason why that's important is when somebody sees my post in a group and they want to go see who's this guy about, they can go look at my profile and they can see the stuff I've been posting, and they can understand kind of what I'm about. Maybe not perfect, but that's the premise. Like, I see people posting in groups, like, you know, make money from home, or start your own business, invest here, do that, do this. And then I go look at their profiles, and there's nothing there. There's just a profile picture, and I don't know, the date they joined Facebook, and maybe a couple other things over the years, but there's nothing recent, right? There's nothing that shows me, you know, what they're about, what they've been doing the last, I don't know, month, right? There's no way to tell, so why would I want to connect with them, right? So that's one of the main things, is if you're posting, that lets people know, you know, kind of what you're about, what you do, who you are, that kind of stuff, right? So you got to do that. You got to be posting publicly. So that's pretty simple, especially on Facebook. All you got to do is you got to change that little privacy setting for your post, and just keep in mind that whenever you change that, it changes it for that post and any newer post after that. If you ever want to set it back to, like, say, friends only, or friends and friends of friends, or specific groups, that kind of stuff, you have to set it again afterwards. But the idea is that if you're posting it, at least that's my view on it, if you're posting on social media, then it's public. It's meant to be public. Why would you post something on there that's not public, right? It is a public infrastructure. It's a system that has stuff that could eventually leak, even if you mark it as not public, right? So why take that chance anyway? So if you're going to be posting on social media, you might as well take that approach, right? Everything is public. The other thing that happened too is, as you know, as you might have seen my story, I was out with my brother, my niece and my nephew. Actually, my sister was there too. And my sister is like anti-public, and you know, it could be a sibling thing, you know, she just doesn't like how I want her to be included. She doesn't like not having the decision herself, feeling like I'm deciding for her. There could be all sorts of reasons why she feels that way, but one of the things that I realized afterwards, right, was that, I mean, well, especially for her, she's actually got a book, she's got a Facebook group. Like, I don't understand why, and like I said, maybe it's a sibling thing, maybe it's I'm a brother, you know, not sure what's going on here, but I guess that truck's trying to back up. I'm just gonna cross here, get out of the way. But yeah, so the thing is that if you, like, I mean, if you got a book, you're trying to sell a book and you're trying to build a business online, why wouldn't you want to be public? Why wouldn't you want to be part of that, right? People want to know you. They don't just want to know your book and what you know. It's, anyways, like I said, it's my view on that. Maybe I'm wrong. I know there's some of it that's, you know, true, that she might, and anybody else out there, right, that kind of wants to be private, that's fine. Just keep that in mind when you're posting. Keep that in mind. People want to see you. They want to know who you are. And if you don't post publicly, it's going to be a lot harder for them to get to know you, and a lot less interesting for them to connect. So you want people to connect with you, you want to build a business, and you want to build an audience. And for that, you need people to connect with. All right, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you think anybody needs to hear this message, then please go ahead and share it. I really appreciate that. And let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to say hi. Have yourself a great day. We'll talk again soon.